There's so much planning that goes into locations, and I didn't realize that until I started shooting some videos. Now in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 things that I learned about locations. So let's take a look. So one of the things to keep in mind is that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So it's going to create these shadows in certain areas. And if you want to use the sun to your advantage, you want to have the sun shining towards you instead of shining behind you, because that will cast shadows. So that's something that I had to think about when planning for the different locations that I wanted to go to. Number 2 is Google Maps. Now, here I am at a beach park in Honolulu, enjoying an awesome, delicious breakfast from Koa Pancake House. And I did that through Google Maps. I use Google Maps for a number of reasons. I use Google Maps to help me understand how long it will take from place to place. I use Google Maps to understand how busy it was going to be at the different locations that I wanted to shoot at, what days were best to shoot at. And I use Google Maps, kind of like number 1, where I wanted to see where the shadows are. Using Google Maps, the satellite view, I could see how big of a shadow gets cast. So say like I was going to shoot in a place in downtown Honolulu, and it casts a big shadow in the morning of a building onto the area that I wanted to shoot. So I took that into account as I was planning for the location. So use Google Maps as a helpful tool. Oh, one more thing about Google Maps is that it helps you get an idea of the proximity of each location. Now, you may not realize how close something is to one another, and then you can batch a lot of locations into one day. So number 3 is approximate the amount of time you need. That takes into account how long it takes to get there, but also takes into account how long it will take you to shoot the video, and maybe if you need B-roll, how long it will take, because as you're planning on how you can combine shots in one day, you need to know how long it will take to get from place to place, and how long it will take to get your shot, get set up, get your shot, and go to the next location. Number 4 is be flexible. Now, there was this one time when I went to the Pearl Harbor Museum, and I was ready to shoot. I had all my equipment ready. I packed it all in my backpack, and I went there and I realized that you can't take backpacks. So I wasn't ready to pack lightweight. So rather than giving up for the day, I had a backup. I went to Punch Bowl instead and got all my shots in there, got a full day's work. So be flexible, understand that things come up. Maybe you plan to go on a certain day and it was raining. Understand that those things come up. Now, the last thing is bring a friend. Now, I know some of our friends are pretty sarcastic and can be distracting, but some friends can be an encouragement for you. And for me, I was going on my first shoot, and I brought my friend with me. She's super encouraging. She understands video and photography as well, so she was able to help me set up and took a lot of the stress, a lot of the load off of me. Now, we're shooting in a parking lot, and I probably would have chickened out, to be honest with you, if she wasn't there. She is such an encouragement, and I really appreciate her being there. So thank you, Mari. Now, in addition to locations, another important thing is sunlight. We touched up about this a little bit in this video, but I want to go more in depth. So click here to learn about the 5 things that I learned about sunlight. This is part of a series of 5 things that I learned as a beginner, and I wanted to share it with you. So click here if you want to watch that. Click here if you want to watch something else. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and aloha.